earnings sort of a margin calls that they've
Is that a joint? Hey, traders, what's going on? Welcome to episode 729 of the show. You could be doing anything, but you're here, and really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. Wow, what a day. What a freaking day on the stock market, crypto market. Well, crypto market. What's the big one of the crypto market? Chad, it's trade setup. Trade setup, it's already up like 50%, like 58%. I don't even know what it's up now. Do we really need to go to? We're gonna look at it. This is your
look here. Look, listen.
Asset of the day.
Bruh.
Dude, BAT is up nearly 15% today. Huge bullish engulfing candle. Positive momentum withstanding, not overbought. What? Exceeding the 23% retrace, which we never broke till now. What more do you want? Continuing to rise to the upside. 200-day moving average looms around 27 cents. Not too far off now. 2.3 pennies. Oh my God. So yeah, as we continue to climb, we are continuing to lose positive momentum, but that's okay. Man, feels good, man. Feels real good. We need to look at it again. I mean, of course, like there's a long way to go, but again, if you started taking profits now from the entry of the trade setup, what are you at now? From the lowest point, from the entry. As it stands right now, up 68.79%. Okay. So that's the crypto word on the street. I don't know. I mean, Link's up 2%. Still not above 275, which is critical resistance. And then Maker is up 3.35%. Nothing else is really up at all today. This is the big one. Wow. Okay, so elephant in the room. This is a party stream, chat. I mean, this is a freaking party stream. We put in all the work. We did the right things. We looked for the coinciding variables, the confluence of Fibonacci extensions, bearish divergence on the daily, bearish divergence on the weekly. Oh my God, my PC's crapping itself. Sorry. And then it was like leading up to earnings, and it got destroyed. Texas Instruments had, all right, so the last time Texas Instruments ever gapped down below or like more than 8% was in 2008, October of 2008, right? As the global financial crisis was beginning. That's where we got it. And so now we're down, what are we after hours right now? It's not telling me the percentage down after hours. It was just telling me after close. So I don't know exactly what we're down. I think we're down 11%, 10%, 115, 80. And that's it. I mean, that's crazy, dude, that we're down that much. It's not crazy at all, actually. The like lower guidance. Let me try to bring it up for you. It's there, but give me a sec. I had the article earlier. I exited out of it. I posted it in the Discord. I mean, I can find it, but I don't feel like searching. Whatever. Let's do TXN. Fine. Yeah, it's down 10% after hours. $12.57. All right, yeah, downside forecast. I probably won't be able to read this because of ad blocker. Yep, Q3 results missed on revenue and EPS, so top to bottom miss. Sales down 11% year over year. Yeah, my God. And the downside Q4 forecast sees revenue of 3.7 billion to 3.3 billion, consensus 3.6 billion, and the EPS of 91 cents to 109. The consensus was 128. So Texas Instrument, you know, the market weakened further with analog revenue down 8% year over year. And that's it, man. So big miss. Seems like next quarter's earnings are going to be awful too. It was a pig. It was over bloated. They sell freaking calculators, dudes. Calculators. Both, young love, both. You scan and you build your watch list by scanning. Get it? Okay, so anyway, I mean, do you really want to look at Bitcoin? I mean, do you... Okay, if you want to fall asleep, I guess it's nap time. Let's go back to Bitcoin. What's it done on the 4 hour? All it's done is pretty much hit both targets on the trade, and is now probably going to try to square up to the downside. It look, it failed. It couldn't break the 75% trend line. It had a little head fake again. And 1, 2, 3. Now this could be 3 black crows. Definitely looks possible. 3 black crows reversal. The inverse of 3 white soldiers. Okay, first level of negative momentum we've seen on the 4 hours since October 18th. So just a few days ago, last week, the Friday. And now we're at 45 on the RSI. Again, this is the 4 hour, the range, the flag, whichever way you want to look at it. Whichever way you want to listen. Back below the heart line. You're going to square up, and to the downside is going to be at... Yeah. Kind of looking like 79.62. So we'll just say a rounded 8,000 square up level down here. That's it. Yeah, we could go down there. Look on the 60-minute 200 moving average. Right at it. Negative momentum's building on the 60-minute. Its highest level since the 18th of October. And you're not oversold quite yet, so we could sell off a little bit more. This previous 4-hour candle, this previous 60-minute candle that closed 17 minutes ago, it was a bearish Mara Bazoo. Bearish Mara Bazoo chat. Know your candles. Complete seller domination. There was no wickage to the upside or downside. It opened 81.25, and for 60 minutes, nothing but selling pressure came in, and then we closed with no rally inside at 88,096. Okay, so, and again, it's not that big a deal. It's a 60-minute chart, so great. Bart Simpson Connect kind of ended up looking like a scuffed diamond. You get it? Like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you got all the anchor points. Whatever, man. Okay. All you got to know is you attempted the rally and failed, and now you're selling off. Oh, look here on the 60-minute how bad it was. So, I mean, you can look at the 60-minute. It can really help you out from time to time. So look at this high. Look at this huge spike in positive Momo, and then look at the rally, attempted rally. Slightly higher high is about the same high. You guessed it, man. Gnarly divergence, like really gnarly divergence. Look, I mean, just look here, listen, dude. Sweet. So another crumb, a breadcrumb was left for us. We are Hansel and Gretel. Bitcoin is the witch that will get us fat and then eat us, or something. I don't know. I really don't know anymore, dude. But I'll tell you, on the daily, it does seem like there's more downside potential. Right, as we've talked about to ad nauseum, unending discussion. Let me get to the right chart. Oh yeah, and it was like It was wild too, because it was like there was that idea of the inverse head and shoulders, but it only got to about 60% of the way to the measured move before dumping. And at this point, you're just looking like. Does it go to daily for this? Yeah. What we were thinking is whatever. Okay, so somewhere down at 72.50, you know, we'd make a slightly lower low, hit other areas of support, hit golden retraces, and at that same time, maybe we could develop some real discernible daily divergence, and that's when we'd feel more comfortable taking a daily long instead of like a 4-hour short-term trade, swing trade, right? So it just hasn't happened yet. I mean, but right here is good. You know, if you make a lower high than your previous high, that is a form of confirmation to the market. Hey, you lower high, what? Okay, no demand, not enough demand. Time to sell off. Just remember, we were unable to break that 200-day moving average at all. Okay, man. Bitcoin already ate Alistair. I'm sorry, man. Better than being Sir Alistair in Game of Thrones, who got hanged for treason. Don't be that guy. Okay, so I guess we can just move on to the other snoozers. Let me start using one chart for linear and one for log. Okay, I already am. Wow, what the heck? I'm stupid. Okay. So here's Ethereum on linear, not log. A little bit more zoomed in. You can see the structure, the channel we're in, where it seems like we're really still trying to hang on to the critical support, because we know falling below this for real could be very bad. But right now it seems like you fell below the critical ice line or support, and then when you did, you definitely kind of double bottomed here, rallied, and now you're back testing the spring, I guess, for the second time. But you gotta wonder, is it like you made a higher high, and now you're making lower highs and kind of confirming that there's no demand on this asset, kind of like Bitcoin, and it's time to be soon selling off again, where you failed to break the 200 moving average on the 4-hour a couple times, and we're holding on to the heart line right now of the channel that we're in. Lots of downside potential still. I don't know, I feel like when we sprung, we should have kept going. We shouldn't have come back to this same support again. Don't know, man. You want to make higher lows. You're now not really making higher lows anymore. Is there a trade setup on this particular asset? I mean, doesn't stick out to me as one that's like, oh my God, there's so much opportunity on this asset right now on the daily or 4-hour. No. That's Ethereum. In linear scale, and in log scale makes it make a little bit more sense, because it's like, okay, so log scale, here is the overall downtrend you're in. Go to the daily. So we're just looking at the 4-hour and linear. Now we're looking at the log scale and we're on the daily. So again, you know, you're above the support, just barely hanging on. If you can stay above 160 long enough, yeah, you'll get another rally. But again, it's like, if Bitcoin dumps, this thing's going down too, and you're still deep within the parameters of this downtrend or correction, the correction of the 6-month move up we had earlier this year. Okay. That's Ethereum. Chat, are you there? What's up, J-Mob? Raymond Y. How's going? How's going indeed. Going is well. How's going with you? Chainlink wrecked. Don't think that's how it works, dude. Maybe it's selling off now a little bit, I guess. It's kind of moving. There's definitely some price action going on with Link. Okay, Link rejecting what? What did it hit? It hit 285 earlier today. Looking at log scale, looking at the daily, and we did break the downsloping resistance, the little consolidation pattern, little flag, but we are unable to break overhead resistance. If you could ever break that and hold above it long enough, you could very well see 375, but for now, below it. You better be careful because there's always a chance we could make a lower high. But the thing is, when you make the lower high and your positive Momo, you might be way up, 350 at that point, right? So I think instead of looking at the oscillators, look left, and this is the big deal, man. 275, gotta break it. That's it. Dude, did a static video on video games today. Video game stocks, not literal Fortnite reviews. Okay. Let me look at the analytics on it. Okay. There are more people watching this stream right now than actually even watch the static video. So why would I ever do more? Like, that's crazy to ever do more. That's crazy, dude. More people watching this freaking stream than watch my effing static video I did, I don't know, 2.5, 3 hours ago. Never doing that again, dude. What a waste. Like, just no one watches, no one gets anything out of it. It's just like, I'll just start doing it for patrons only. Like, whatever. I actually lost 4 or 5 subs after posting that video, too. Lose-lose. There's no winning. Holy crap. So, I guess we just look at XRP on the daily again. And it's like the descending broadening wedge or whatever. You're just kind of at the resistance still. And we know on the daily, it's like, or sorry, on the 4 hour, extreme amounts of bearish divergence. So, if we ever broke this, if we could, I just don't know how we're going to do it with a 4 hour divergence so severe. And really, once you break 31 cents, if you do, I mean, you might be setting up for bearish divergence on the daily, but we won't know until we get there or until we break it. And you just see the 200-day moving average. You know how it is, man, on this 200-day moving average. Just problem child ever since we broke through it initially, March. Bloody Sunday. That was March 17th, 2018. I believe that was, in fact, St. Patrick's Day, the exact day. That was a bloody one. I remember I was drinking green beer on stream. HOC days. So anyway, yeah, if you could ever break 31 cents, unfortunately, it's not a very steep pattern, so the measure moves only at 34 cents. What was concerning about XRP, more so to me, is this pathetic price action and then the oscillators just showing exhaustion. And there you go again. It's like from bearish divergence to what? It's almost like bearish convergence now. You're not even making higher highs anymore. You're only making lower highs, but you're continuing to wane on positive momentum and getting closer and closer to neutral every little hump you get. Gross. Same on the RSI, same thing. So you think a pullback seems more likely than not, especially after a previous high to low, 78% retrace multiple times. Okay, that's why that's there. It gets busy, but we know, like, if it could ever break these areas and break above 32 cents, 36 cents is the next target. There's confluence there, you know, from the more major high to low. That's a 50% retrace. Okay. TA Sports. It's in the charts or something. You think so, Josh, man? You think it's my thumbnails? Should I just bite the bullet and get someone to make them for me like Shaylin? It's just stupid because it's like, you know, I don't know what I'm going to produce every day. And it's just like, I don't have time to be waiting on someone to be like in, you know, it's tough. I mean, maybe I just need to get better at my thumbnailing skills, if that's the case. And Josh, I don't ban people. My mods ban people. My mods are the ones who knock, not me. What's up, Adam Anderson? Oh, in-phase is down, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's about time. I mean, yeah, big bearish engulfing candle. That could have been it, dude. That could have very well been it. Right?
Bruh.
Raymond Young tipped $30. Hey Mitch, can you show me what his 20 EMA looks like on LK stock and where is my stop loss? I brought in $18, not sure I should sell it now or just keep accumulated.
Luckin Coffee Connect. Let's go. What a day on Luckin Coffee. Raymond Y, thank you for the 30. Remember all the makings of potential varsity athlete and just following through with its varsity athleteness, and is soon approaching the downsloping resistance, which could be where it stalls. But the positive momentum's building on the daily, and it's only hitting now 59.86, just about 60, getting into bullish territory soon. That's wild, man. So you're saying, I don't know about the I don't really do 20 EMAs. I mean, I do the 20 simple moving average. And the 20 simple moving average for me on the daily is right here at $19.30. So that's what you asked for, I guess, kind of. You bought in at 18. Should you sell now or just accumulate it? It's tough to say, man. Where was your stop loss? Wherever your stop loss was. Where's your stop? I mean, your stop should have been down here, you know, below, somewhere below 18 bucks where you bought. You can move your stop loss up to even now, to 18 bucks where you had it before you move it up. Or, I mean, yeah, if you're getting scared, you could move it up as high as you want. But, you know, when you move it up, there could be like 78% retraces, higher lows form, and then you run again. But remember, oh, sorry, this is log. But remember, we are kind of correcting right now. Definitely kind of correcting right now. So that's up to you, man. I mean, you give people the strategy of this. I mean, like you're talking about, oh, Sarah stop was here, man. You know, 1750 or something. You know, and your target was gonna be most likely 23 bucks, close to it, the neckline. That's your target. But you got to understand the geometrical resistance, wherever that is, could also be a profit taking level, because you may not ever make it here because there just may be this is a supply line. Okay, this is where the supply of the asset is. If you run up here and there's not enough demand to break the supply line, well, then the bulls are going to relent. It's just going to sell off again and continue its descent. Okay. So, man, you're asking me to tell you where a stop is. This is what you should do. This is what one should do, not you or anyone. You're saying one should do, because I'm not giving advice here. One can move their stop to break even, and if the worst happens, you You lose nothing. But the problem is, if you move your stop up some, you know, in the green, say it, you know, wherever it does, it sells off and comes down, right, and hits like 1865, you're stopped out, and then it forms like an inverse head and shoulders or something, and then it goes to moon after that. So it's tough, man. You're asking really tough questions that, you know, say you do what I say, and all of a sudden it does this. Well, then you're going to get mad at me, right? You're going to be like, oh man, I'm on to Mitch because of this or that, right? So I can just tell you practical stuff, and you got to be able to do it the rest on your own. Where it's a great tactic to move the stop to break even, but if you move it above break even to an 88-78% retrace area, when it comes down, might be a higher low accumulation and then go again. But you'd think maybe not. You'd think maybe not. This was the confirmation you needed, and it should just keep running. Okay, because you're not overbought on the daily. So there's like a gap that could be filled at like $20, $20.09. Could come down there before running again. You know, half my stuff's not even. You also have to remember where we are now, right? If you're just looking at it without patterns, without anything, from your previous major high to low, we've retraced over 61% of the way, and this could run to 2182 in reverse, or 2233 and then reverse. Those are higher probability areas where a sell-off would occur. We just broke the 618 today. In the chat for luck and coffee, man. You know what Irwin coffee chart looks like? This Irwin coffee chart. It's already gone, dude, to the moon. I'm drinking some right now. Was XRP to BTC a sucker pump? We can look at it. Definitely can look at it. Okay. Only people with mental illness would ever think I tip myself. They just can't believe it because they can't do it themselves. They can't turn on a webcam and a microphone and get tips. I'm talking to some scrub loser named Dirty Pete. It's the fake tip conspiracy again, chat. You can't just think we're not revolutionizing live streaming. Nah, dude, it has to be fake because no one does it. Yeah, okay. Great argument. Baseless claims equals no argument, dude. But I can understand why you're jealous if you're out there and you're butthurt and you don't try to get value out of this stream. I could see that, but whatever. So you're calling this a sucker pump. Whatever you call that. I don't know what sucker pump is, dude. It sounds like a fish. Yeah, the downtrend that's been going on for over 10 months, or it was 10 months and then broke out and then back tested and has continued to rally and has broken one minor overhead resistance at 3362 sats. The next big resistance you'll soon face is 4,000 sats, 4,050 sats, because you got the 200-day moving average right there, and you also have critical areas, right? Like hold support now will be used as resistance. And we're gonna see what we're made of. XRP will soon be tested. Is it going to really make common retraces, or is it just pathetic loser and it's just gonna sell off again and go to zero? Okay, or lower prices. We'll know soon enough, man. These are the areas that you have to break and hold them. Sure thing, Mr. Burger D. Oh, it's Jizzy Mac, man. Dude, where you been, dude? Yeah, you didn't see it because the guy got banned, insta-banned. I mean, like, what do they even think? We have a lot of mods. that will just destroy you. It's like you're wasting your time trying to troll or talk crap or be negative. You're just gonna get wrecked, and I won't even see it when it happens. But I'll sure come back and laugh at you when I get done analyzing charts for people. Yeah, rounding bottom stuff. I mean, yeah, you can see the momentum clearly shifting on the asset. We can definitely just... You see the Momo shift? The low, the lower low, the lower low, the about same low, slightly lower low, and then even more divergence was there. Oh, that's crazy, dude. The divergence just didn't stop. Even more of it. It's unreal. And then look right here, man. On the MACD. Crazy. This is the daily. This is not a joke, man. It's funny, look, but the problem is, it's like we've been having divergence all the way down a lot of times, and it's like you get the divergence, it'd play out, it barely retrace, and just dump again. Right? But this time it's different because you have a very well established structure that you're well out of with a back test of it, confirming you're done with it. It's an old conspiracy that was disproven many times. Even Matt Beasley called out the haters and showed the PayPal evidence. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Will I respond to it, Zarzar? Nah, not at all. I'm not giving him what he wanted, but I always find it humorous that people just can't believe someone's doing something that they've never seen before, and they call it fake because of that. I'm bringing it up. It's whatever. But yeah, of course, it's like mental illness wreaks havoc across the internet, dude. Raymond, why, man?
Bruh.
Another fake tip, dude. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Raymond Young tip $30. Can you show your Lord of the Ring picture again? I really like the mug with Bitcoin sign on it.
Of course. Raymond, thank you so much, dude. The 30, bruh. Yeah, it's kind of the front runner for the month, the meme of the month. Find it, yeah, right here, dude. Look here, listen, dude. Lord of the Rings, Return of the Kings. And this was done by our very own Wayne Batson. Yeah, dude. Oh my God, look at all the fake tips, man. Oh yeah. It's beautiful. It's gonna be, I don't even know how we're gonna do this one. It's gonna be tough to pick a winner this month because we have a couple really good ones. What was that, Russian troll? Are you okay, man? Oh, okay, Russell. I didn't even know he existed until he had his mental breakdown. Okay, so there you have it, man. All right, Raymond, dude, thank you so much for the freaking 60 on the day. Are you kidding? And here is the competition that is now here. And this is by Black Plasma. Love it, man. Look here, listen. That's right, J-Mode, man. Aw, did you create another account? Aw, look, he created another account. Hey, I'm living my best life getting tipped to stream, and you're doing nothing. You're like actually coming into stream, kind of getting embarrassed and made fun of, dude, for being such a loser. I mean, sorry. I'm sorry your life sucks, man. And you just don't want to get better. You just want to cry and claim fake tips and then make multiple accounts. I love it, man. Keep feeding it, dude. Feed it. Feed me. Because you can't win, dude. You can't. You can only lose. There is no rock bottom for what you do. Okay, so what are we gonna look at? Oh, of course, there's this one too, right? By Phil. This is your home, XRP. Get in your hole. Get in your home. 30 cents. Which XRP right now is... It is not in the hole. It is not home. It's at 29.139 cents. It's so close, dude. That is how close it is. It's ridiculous.
XRP going to the moon. Yeah.
Or
Price gonna dip.
we don't know. Very good. Okay, so if you didn't know, Nike's CEO is stepping down. Nike. Oh my God. He picked the perfect freaking day to resign. You can't even, it's like almost unbelievable, isn't it? How after we hit the 1618 fib extension, he's like, all right, it's time. This could be a catalyst that could drive us to lower prices. Perfect. Perfect. HG's liquidation watch on meme of the month. He's got to show it, man. It'll be like Wall Street bets on Reddit, dude. Okay, so what was it that he asked? Someone asked a minute ago. Oh, silver. Silver, got you. Okay. Yeah, silver trying to break out again of that little correction going on, right? Look at the daily. Yeah, that's it. So swoosh, yeah, the swoosh harmonic on Nike. Yeah, we'll just rename it from the bearish deep crab to the bearish deep duck, because Oregon and Nike, get it? All right, so silver, 1 and 2 on the bottom, just like 3 on the top, and how close you got to the top again. And so now you're just like, you're still not at the bottom of the channel, but yeah, you kind of got out, but you're not really doing anything. You're just now beginning to show positive momentum. Wow. Silver has not seen positive momentum on the daily since September 6th of this year. It's been a while, man. So this is the first one. Normally it's not the last one, it's the first. Okay, so that could continue to build maybe, and we could get some higher prices. Very, very possible. And if that was the case, we can use Fibonacci in the short term to determine just common retrace levels, high to low. So you've already hit a 38% retrace, but when you reversed, it was so weak. So I would think that you would eventually try to get back up to $17.96, pretty much $18, and then of course it could reverse at any time. Between $18 and $18.60 is that common retrace zone on breakouts. When you find bottoms, you make higher lows, and you break the Momo shift trend line, right? You normally go to these areas, and of course you could go much deeper and go to $19. It all depends on the macro, man. I mean, Fed's cutting rates. I mean, a lot of Europe already has negative interest rates. I mean, that stuff, though, in the short term isn't that good for these safe haven assets. In the long term, it's actually pretty good, because eventually it's just, things are just going to get real bad when the recession begins, which it will begin. We just don't know when it's going to happen exactly. Okay, we just don't know. Can we look at Kuh coin? What's up, Kuh? looked at that before already. Anyway, right, the argument is the beautiful textbook harmonic hitting the PCZ exactly. I'm not even kidding. It's like perfect. And then now so the positive momentum was building. I think it was Friday, and you're like, oh man, is it just going to keep building? But now it's waning again. These past 2 days have been wonderful for the development of the triple MACD bearish divergence, and here you go. The RSI divergence is very real now. So, dude, again, you have an opportunity. You've had it. You had the absolute best opportunity yesterday. Can't argue with that. And now we might have a fundamental catalyst to make this asset break down hard. It's just too perfect. It's almost as perfect as Texas Instruments Connect. It's beautiful. Sir Charles is in Denver, first time in the States, loving it. Yeah, man. States are awesome, but Denver, or just Colorado in general, is beautiful. Got to check out this. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the mountains. When you approached the mountains, did it not look fake? Did it not look like a painting? Just something about it is wild. And those Rockies, beautiful. TA Glory, J-Mode. CEO. Nice, John Doe. Not bad. Oh, I need to get one of those clips. It was from Mr. Deeds. It was like, I think it was like, I can't remember the guy, that reverend. He was like, or he says like, nice rhymes. Nice rhymes. But nice joke instead. Okay. So I guess we can look at Texas Instruments since we haven't looked at it for real. We only looked at it for a second. Okay, so this is I had my argument with like evidence, with reasons on the chart, why we thought it was going to dump. You know, it was, first off, huge rising wedge pattern. Not only that, double topping. Not only that, from the previous high to low, minor high to low. It's major, but you'll see in a second why I call it a minor. From the high to low, 1618 fib extension. Look at all this price action and chop trying to just get people out, just trying to shake out people, scare people. Were you scared? And then today it was a nasty day. It was like down 1.8%. But obviously after hours it dumped another 10%. Shorts super in the green. Can't wait till open tomorrow to see what's at. And I'm gonna take maybe a little profit, but I think this thing could maybe see 100 at some point. This thing is so overvalued. It's just crazy. It's like, how did it even get there? But let me show you on the weekly. Okay, so those were reasons, right? Rising wedge, 1618 fib extension. Double topping, for sure. Definitely kind of double topping. But then, you ended up making, this week, triple MACD bearish divergence. After we had double, then we created triple. Then RSI, bearish divergence. Guess what? Triple RSI, bearish divergence. That's 5 coinciding variables alone. Right now, 5, and we're only on the daily. Okay, keep count. I'll go to the weekly. The weekly. So there are 5. Now there's weekly bearish divergence on the MACD. Some weekly divergence on the RSI. And now the major high. I'm talking the old all-time high back in January 2018 to its lowest point December of 2018. A 1272 fib extension. So we're talking, is that 8? Did I count that right? I'm accounting on you, chat, to confirm that we had 8 coinciding variables that gave us, okay, 9. Because look at the volume receding on the run-up. 9 coinciding variables. Get the F out of here. It's too much, man. And that is what technical analysis is. I love it, man. I freaking love it. Yeah, and thanks for the 408 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Stick it to the scrub trolls who don't care about trading. They just care about staying the same. Actually getting worse. Obsessing over somebody that doesn't care about them, right? That person's obsessed with me, and I'm here living my best life. It's kind of wild. There's a receding volume on the daily. Kind of, right? I mean, it was kind of receding. Not as clear, but the weekly was big time. So we'll go with 9, maybe 10. Vanesk, a little late. Since it's down again. 10% after average. Maybe lower. Let me check. Yeah, it closed at, I think, after hours trading $115.80. Yep. So it's accurate on trading view. Cool. Okay, man. Yeah, MPC after hours is down. I know, a little bit. This is another short I have that's not going as well. And that's okay. I kind of figured it might not go as well. Okay. Gotta hear me out. I'm not stopped out. I won't get stopped out until we break above overhead resistance for real. Okay. I mean, this actually isn't. It was down earlier. It says 65.19. So I think this is just in a clear downtrend for now. Correction. Clear correction after a very nice run and had a very, very nice rally. And there's a gap fill down at 56.16. Does seem very real possibility once we get a little closer, or whenever the macro decides itself a little bit, it will reverse to the downside. We'll at least get to 56 bucks. And there are more gap fills, I believe. Kind of. Maybe a little bit on 46.38. There's a gap fill down there. So yeah. Hey man, guess what? Texas Instruments, when I went short on that, I had to wait. And I was in the red for a little while, too. So you have to understand why, because the channel, there's one, you're like almost at it. You're about to be touching it. You almost did touch it. T-Bone's obsessed with the TA. Hype. Is it a good idea to hold the earnings if the technicals look good? Dude, no matter what the technicals look like, the earnings can kill you, can kill your trade. But a lot of times, you run up or sell off leading up to earnings, and then you get the huge pop. And it's self-fulfilling prophecy. Like Texas Instruments was a huge but unreal self-fulfilling prophecy. It was so overvalued. And, you know, clearly it was the time of reckoning was at hand. You were talking like all the time scales, all the significant time scales were screaming. We're screaming, dudes.
Price gonna dip.
That's all it is. Oh, Brooklino's here. What's up, dude? Dudes. Dude, it's a party up in here. But I'm sorry, man. It's just freaking so many gains. This one is at, wow, interesting. Holy crap. So what could be going on here? Give me a sec. So beautiful, man. Oh my god. Someone's asking about EOG, which is EOG Resources Incorporated Connect. Okay. You zoom out. Major correction. Steep move down. But overall bullish trend. And there's probably a supply line that you're at or near, about to break or something. We'll look at that in a minute. But I think right now, zoomed in during this correction. Look how beautiful this equidistant channel is. It's art, man. It's freaking art. Look at you bouncing off the heart line. Light to Jesus, man. No divergence. Sorry, that bounce you got wasn't because you were diverging. There's not any price action reversal.
Is that a joint?
TTS, hello. Looks like whoever says the TTS was not a fan. All right, I'll read it. I'll read it for you. It said, Clemson is 6-2 against the spread this season and keep dropping a spot every week. They are giving Dabo and Venables that fuel. Watch out, Mitch. Round 5. Who says Bama's gonna be there in the title game? Who says? A lot of people, I guess, right? But telling you, there are definitely vulnerabilities that Alabama has, and we could lose on November 9th. There's always that small chance we lose to Auburn in Jordan-Hare this year. So I'm not saying anything about a rematch because I think Clemson will be there just because I think they'll be able to handle their schedule. But Clemson has no LSU or Auburn to face, and that's the difference. Okay, so maybe I don't know if there's a wedge, man. Maybe it's a wedge. You could consider it that, but I don't really care. Let's look at a couple things, all right? Let's look at your previous low to high. We had a fib extension. Yeah, we're near that 1272. Look, we fell below it, price action below it, and now we're rising above it. Okay, so 1272 fib extension, and let's go from the major low to high. Low to high. To get ourselves... Okay, confluence, an 88% retrace. So this is deep value areas. A lot could argue. 88%. We get big bounces all the time at the 88% retrace. I mean, it touched it. That's literally where it went to. And there's confluence at the 1272 and 886 right there, between $65 and $68. But again, like maybe on the weekly, we're showing some divergence or something. I don't see anything on the daily that looks good. It looks bad. It looks like bearish convergence. No, not really. But on the weekly, look, we're starting to bullishly engulf. Oh, yeah. Maybe you could say from this low to this low, there is divergence developing. Only on the MACD, not on the RSI. So here it's like 2 coinciding variables, maybe 3, where you've got confluence on Fibonacci, we'll call that 2, and then we've got weekly bullish divergence on the MACD. That's it. That's 3. That's 3 variables. So you tell me, is that enough for you to take a trade? A low risk, high reward opportunity? Maybe, maybe not. Depends on who you are. So, and we can zoom out and try to see here what kind of trend line we've got going. 1, 2. See, look at that. It's like you had 2009, September 2011, and here we are. Let me make sure this is perfect. And here you go. You're below it, and now you're back testing it. But remember, it's not about breaking. It's always about what kind of price action you get following through. And the follow through so far is you are back testing an old support, upsloping support, which should have been the demand line where there were buy orders, but broke it. So maybe if this played out, we could break back above it. Yeah, you might have a nice rally at the upside and get retraces, but we don't know yet. We have no idea if this is the swing low, so I can't use Fibonacci to get targets yet. Okay, on EOG on a weekly. Yes, of course, I could plot a channel. Yeah, I could do a channel if I wanted. The thing that matters the most here is just the upsloping support. Okay? UG Connect. Hello? What's up, Ryan Summers? This is nice call. TXN, taking profit smart. Congratulations, dude. Excuse me. Maybe, but not yet. All right. Maybe, but not yet. I don't know when the last time I looked at this. It's been a while. It's definitely been a while. Iron Mountain Incorporated, someone asked about. This is the weekly here. Zoom out, man. Right. Huge impulse and the volatility picked up, and now you're forming the wedge, man. The wedge itself. I know it's been a while because at one time in the past I used to have white horizontal lines. I just do yellow now. Anytime I see white, I'm like, oh man, it's been a minute. So I don't know, man. I think that I don't really see a reason. Wait, let me see real quick. So inside this huge pattern, there's definitely some sort of downtrend, right? Definitely looks like harmonic almost. Right, just 1 and 2 and 3 on the top, and 1 and 2 on the bottom right here. That's the channel, and you're getting close to a Momo shift trend line. So I guess that's probably what you were asking. Like, hey, is it good for a short because you're probably near it? I mean, maybe. Yeah, dude. Like, because if you go any higher, I mean, you might start. You're getting very close to invalidating bearish divergence. But you definitely got to think that. I think it's like you had. See, there's a gap fill up at like $35 that you might hit before dumping. But we're just talking about ideas for harmonics or something. Something like that. But again, you may not ever get there because this resistance might be too much. So normally you want to have really confirmed, really strong, discernible bearish divergence at a downsloping resistance to take short. But again, you can't say it's not. I mean, it could be a low risk. This thing went from $29.40 up to $34 pretty fast, and it's correcting, still correcting right now in a downtrend. So maybe like that 34.70 area.
Is that a joint?
Yesterday you called for Nike short, today Mark Parker announces he is stepping down. TA tells the future. Mind looking at UA/Walla. Kevin Plank also stepped down as CEO.
Oh. Under Armour Connect? Yeah, we can look at that. Yeah, Bryce, it's wild, isn't it? It's literally insane. Gotta love it. Thank you for the 420, Bryce V. Man. So freaking close, dude. So it's like this, alright? Here's Under Armour, right? Been in a bad downtrend, big major correction. It's been occurring since September 5th, 2015.
Cheers to another successful CFP week in the books. Here's to wrecking my next bookie. What do you think the correlation is between TA and fundamental events that play out exactly how the TA suggested? Are we living in the Matrix?
No, I just think sometimes it's way more clear than other times, because like you have earnings, you know, multiple times a year, 4 times, right? So 4 quarters, but not every quarter are you at all-time highs. Not every quarter Are you at 1.618 fib extensions, the golden mean ratio? Not every quarter you're showing with that bearish divergence on all the oscillators and all that, right? I mean, sometimes it's way more clear than others. And again, playing earnings, it can kill you because it can be completely wrong. But sometimes it's just like Texas Instruments, really? After all it's done, there's just no way. Like, how? How can freaking overpriced calculators be at such a premium for so long? Again, just showed you 9 coinciding variables. Different situation maybe than others where you're only going to get 4 or 5. We had too many. You could argue that we could have argued there are 10 coinciding variables on Texas Instruments. Holy crap! Thank you, Anon, for the 1337, the Neo in the jar. Someone got the corn traders here, dude.
Bruh.
Corn Connect, he must be happy if he took along at the 88% retrace. So we've clearly shifted the momentum. But what did we do? We had a nice run up, and then what? We sold off, broke this little demand line, but we back tested the Momo shift trend line as support. So does that mean, hey, the market is done with this downtrend and it is time to reverse to the upside? Well, we got a big move up today. I'll show you this. Some sort of support zone there. Okay, so get it? You were pretty much at near the ice line, 98%, 99% retrace, whatever, wherever, whichever horizontal line you're looking at. Rallied higher low, now you're going again. So it could just be, you know, the whole XABCD thing. The BAT, XA, B, C, and then 88%. Maybe we have a rally all the way up there before selling off again. If we sell off again there, maybe we come and back test the upsloping support. We're back inside the channel now as of today. Beautiful. Just a head fake. But we had to break out to get to a back test of the Momo shift trend line, the structure. Again, we had been in since September of 2015. Almost a 100% retrace from the January 2013 levels. All bottomed out November 2017. Wow. You see what I'm saying, man? Gap fills galore. I mean, gap fills at 28.50. Gap fill at like 38. Get out of here. We could easily fill those in time if we can stay outside of this channel long enough. And we're getting back into the other structure. Great. There's your Under Armour Connect. High point to low point. Targets. Well, we hit one. I mean, you did in fact hit one. Remember, it was like accumulation, and then there was a horizontal line resistance. It looked like an ascending triangle at one point. Then we had this false breakout and then dumped below it, and now we're rallying again. So I think 24.69 is a big, big resistance. Give me a second on the music. Hype. Oh, man. We going, dude. We freaking going. We go. I wouldn't say Bitcoin's dumping, but I would say Bitcoin's selling off more further. Yeah, that seems... Did we not discuss earlier in the stream what could happen? Like, really, dude? Okay. Yes, 8,042, lowest low of the day. And again, square up level is at, we say it was like looking around like 8,000 or so. I think 8,000 seems like a reasonable area to say that there is like a square up. So I think we'd go $50 more to square up. 60 minutes. There's definitely breadcrumb trails for us. Hype. Chat, are you scared? Don't be scared, man. Don't be scared at all. You know why you shouldn't be scared? I mean, the thing is, it's like, you gotta take profit when you can, right? Because this is what happens, dude. It's definitely what can happen. small pattern. The wedge wasn't very big. It was on the 4-hour, one on the daily. Guess what, man? You know, you just go by the rules, your own rules. 50% 618 to take profit on wedges and stuff. Just high to low. You know, what were we? You were like $14, $15 off the second target. Okay, on a wick. Great. It happens, man. What's up, Lord Dumpington? Good to see you, man. Humorous is so hyped on crypto right now. Kappa. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Chad. At least the horse is willing to drink. Yeah. Yeah, dude. You gotta be able to want to drink the water. Otherwise, it's useless. Lately, I don't know about lately. I've seen it's terrible. Yeah, I mean, it's freaking awful, man. It's been a while since we've seen it. But beginning to show an inverse head and shoulders, if you can believe it, man. We have been live now for 1 hour and 13 minutes. King goes, I don't know why you keep saying flash crash. Why do you keep saying the word flash crash? Flash crash. What does it mean, dude? Kind of freaking me out a little bit. Hey, David H. I don't know. King Ogo's just saying things. Just saying flash crash for just random reasons, I guess. So trucking forever. Well, you know, I took... I know you can take, if you get the 10-point pregame teaser, you can take Ohio State -4, but I took Wisconsin +24 this weekend. +24. I don't think Ohio State will beat Wisconsin by over 3 touchdowns. They might lose by 21, but I don't think they're going to lose by 24. You know why Wisconsin lost last weekend? You think it's because they suck? No. It's because they were looking ahead to Ohio State. And they're coming off a loss, so you better believe they're going to be ready. They're going to be pissed. They're going to be motivated to at least compete in that game. And that's all I'm asking for, is Wisconsin to compete in the big one coming up in Columbus, in the shoe. So J-Rod, yeah, earnings season, big time. You're a kanji jellyfish? Where? CryptoTechnical. Dow Jones Industrial Rising Wedge. I thought it was an absolute flag on the Dow Jones, and then like the S&P 500 was a rising wedge. Yeah, sorry, I'm really late. I'm scrolling back up on chat, and looks like I missed it. Okay. Big dump below 8K? No, Arthur. I mean, to 8K, and of course you could go lower. I mean, remember. Just remember here what kind of pattern we've got going on. Just after a very large dump. After a very large dump on the daily, just without charts or without channels, without anything, keeping it simple. You tell me, man. Excuse me. I mean, what does that look like to you, chat? Does it look like a double bottom? No. Is there reason to believe on the daily why we're going to break the upside here? Not really a clear reason. Retrace wise, only a 55% correction, which we know that's just moderate. We could get very deep retraces if market participants wanted to create more demand. And what I mean by that is you create demand by selling off. Demand comes in at lower levels. What's up, Skyward Man? It's a bear flag connect. Bear pull, bear flag connect will bring you down, I believe, a measured move around 6,000, 58 to 6,000. If you got a 100% measured move from this pole, the breakout takes you right around 6K. All right, and what is 6K? 6K happens to be very, very strong last line of defense support. But you're thinking maybe we don't get down there, we don't make a 100% retrace because we get exhausted and we start developing the exhaustion on the MACD and RSI, and we'll know that once or if the dump happens here. Okay, but soon it should. Consolidation's been going on since September 25th, so we've been creating this pattern for 1 month almost, and for 1 month we have never come close to threatening the previous highs, which lets you know bearish consolidation, very clear bearish consolidation. And here we are trying to bounce off that upsloping support and only failing to make lower, or, failing, comma, making lower highs. Lower highs, previous high. And the pattern, weak as F. So again, man, 100% measured move brings you down on 6K. But what we think is maybe, just maybe, we'll get a chance here. Somewhere down at like 7K, 72.50. And at that time, we're hoping for divergence to develop on the oscillators, and then we can take longs there. You get in there? If that makes sense. Big sports. All right. Yeah, very little demand. This is no demand. There's accumulation, but in downtrends you get accumulation. That's like in bear flags you get accumulation, you know. It's only a bull flag if we flip the chart over. Then it'd be a rising wedge with some sort of bull flag. I mean, how bearish does this look? It looks so freaking bearish, man. Huge impulse down, and now you're just correcting. You've been going through correction for well over 100 days, and you're getting to those deep retrace levels where, man, you get to the deep retrace levels that's above the 618, you could, real higher probability you could sell off, which kappa means right to the upside. And that's why we think there is, you're just in a correction right now on Bitcoin. You're in a correction after an otherwise very bullish impulse. The impulse, and then you get the consolidation after the impulse, and you hit retrace levels. You make higher lows and you run again.
Hey Mitch, ever heard of Kogan? Basically the Australian Amazon. Looks like a potential short opportunity. BMW gang out.
What's up, Monster Man? Thanks for the 337. Noise. At the same time, we just hit 8,000 chat. Bitcoin is selling off, down $200 on the day, 2.44%. Again, right at $8,000 might. Mr. Bogan Kogan. Kogan Connect. Bitcoin Connect. Keeping an eye on that for a minute, but Kogan.com. Hey, it gapped up today. Why the heck? This one looks just like the one Phil Centura sent me. Huh? What the heck? It's wild. It looks very, very similar. If I adjust that, how does it look? Difference. High, low. Exceeding the 618 today. But again, give me a minute and we can look at it, of course. A really nice run. I do think that you can go much higher though. Divergence, you're starting to get overbought again. We'll look at it again. Oh my God, 8,008! Somebody screenshot it. Sorry, we don't get to see 8,008 very often, chat. So you've been waiting since July for this to sell, huh? It's already done it then. Yep. Negative momentum again and it's building. So we've already squared up, man. Did we respond to the square up? Why is it not here anymore? I just had it. Oh, I mean, I guess I never plotted it. Nah, it was like 79.50, 79.60, I think. Not really 8,000, so it was like maybe like right there. Just not there yet. So see it down there soon maybe. But you can't say, at least looking at the 60 minutes, it wasn't foreseen by the oscillators. Jeez. London Tills, man, what's up, dude? You see Bitcoin moving down to square up area? Gotta love it here. Look at this square up when we hit it October 18th beautifully, and then what happened? Reversed. It's crazy, dude. And at the same time squaring up, I think we were also showing bullish divergence. It's so perfect, dude. So yeah, we will we'll see if we can get down there at 79.74. Close enough, man. Is that a head and shoulders? I don't know. I mean, normally you don't get head and shoulders after dumps. You just look at it like a lower high than your previous high and bearish consolidation. That's the way I'd look at it. I wouldn't try to make some sort of pattern out of it. Just think, dude, remember, I just showed you the bear flag. Why does it have to be a head and shoulders pattern? Why can't it just be a very textbook bear pull, bear flag? All right, so for Anon, for a sec, we'll look at it. Look here, listen. So this is Kogan, not Bogan.com. It's the Amazon of Australia, might. And so it had a nice correction from March 2018 all the way to November 2018. Then the rally began with the overall macro recovering too. And so as you can see from that high point to low point, we've exceeded now the golden retrace of $17.17. That is the last area, the last common retrace area. Yeah, you're at some overhead resistance too, looking left from August 2018. But at the same time, I don't, from this high to this high, yeah, I mean, maybe the divergence is there, but look, the positive memo keeps building. You're very close to invalidating bearish divergence in the MACD. And I guess soon, if you get any more higher highs, you're going to invalidate the bearish divergence. But you'd think, I mean, just look ahead. I mean, there's a 75% trend line. Look at the top of the channel is way up at like 860. But that's what we're thinking. You're getting this rally. I think there's probably more value up at like 843 or 915. This could continue running if the macro holds up. So, I had it. You would have had it like this, and then you adjust, right? Because of that little wickage, and now here you go. You had the overhead resistance. You gapped up today. Was that a bullish Marabozu? Oh my God! Look at chat. Look at your bullish Marabozu, or close enough to it, man. Oh boy, open right now. Pulling back. So again, though it looks like it could pull back, sell off, whatever, we know that it could go higher in this channel, and I'd like to see much stronger forms of bearish divergence. Okay, so let's see here. Do we have any kind of fib extensions from your previous high to low? Yeah, the 1618 fib extensions at 775, so that might be an area where you pull back. Sure. But at that point, I mean, there's a gap fill at freaking 784. See it? So maybe up here, better areas. And there's another gap fill way up at, like, you know, 980, 950 area. Okay. That's it, dude. So here's your Bitcoin on the daily. Yeah, but who uses the 2-day? What's wrong with using the 1-day? Chat, are you alive? Do you see what's going on right now? Bitcoin hitting a 50% retrace, pretty much a 618 retrace in the short term from that previous high to low, and now selling off. And here you go. It's almost like from a high to a lower high, lower levels of positive momentum, maybe bearish convergence is developing right now. Swing trade, it's probably going to happen, man. 90% chance at this point. October 30th, 31st is when we're going to know about another rate cut, interest rate cut. Just look at it. Loan Sofos, yeah, dude. What's up, Spiner Games? Charlie Lee's Bags. Eddie G's in the house. Michael Art. Okay. So what do you want, man? Chat, what do you want? You know, this has been an extremely exceptional day. I mean, just because Texas Instruments, but I mean, what's wrong with today as well, where Bitcoin made its highest high and was like 15 bucks, 13 bucks off of the 618 second target of the trade setup. Give me a break, dude. I don't know, swing trade pros, man. That's tough to say. It's the market, the way they're driving the indices up. It's weird, and I don't even know if it's happened before the way it's happening right now. Like, I thought I mean, the technicals were saying the S&P 500 was going to go down on the weekly, but it continued to rise. But after its rally, it's still making lower highs. Like today, what happened? What literally happened today? Yeah. Rising wedge on the heart and soul of the stock market. We ran up and we've made slightly lower highs again and painted a bearish engulfing candle at an 88% retrace from that major high to low. And it seems like you're beginning to wane on positive momentum. So if this bearish engulfing candle has followed through price action, then you'll have, actually, it would technically be some sort of Class B bearish divergence. Right? You made a high, you made the same high, and you're making lower levels of positive momentum. That is, in fact, bearish divergence that could be getting painted right now. Guess what? RSI, same deal, man. We'll see if tomorrow, will the bearish engulfing candle play out? Will the divergence start becoming more real with the waning positive momo into neutral, into negative territory? Just can't break things yet. Not yet. So Trader Mark. Is the bear flag playing out right now? Nah, it's not even done, I don't think. I think that you're still inside of it. Until you're not. Give me a sec. Okay, S&P, good luck to you, sirs. What's the point of looking at a volatility asset, Antlib? It's just, what's the point? They're intraday trading tools. They're meant to hedge against big dumps or pumps, man. They're not meant for like looking at traditional technical analysis for longs and shorts, dude. Not the same. What's up, Cruelty, the new Hype King? Haven't seen you in Discord yet. I mean, maybe I have, but I haven't seen you type since. You got your new title, or new role, whatever it's called. What is that? S-span. Wow. We're covering, dude. So clearly, you know, we broke out of something, right? Gotta believe. Wow. I don't think we bought that way. And I think there's some sort of membership trim on there, but if you just think about it practically, anchor points on the bottom make way more sense. Okay, so you broke out, man. You broke out, and we know common retrace levels for SSW on its retrace. I mean, it's going to be between 1272 and 1746. All right, let's look at the... Wow, man. So what happened there? 88% retrace from all-time lows? No, 99, 98, 97% retraces. So very slight amount of accumulation, just a little bit. So almost everyone except that one guy got out of SSW. He held, and now we've begun, again, a rally, a membership rally. But at the same time, let's look at the oscillators. Probably want to get the... Well, let's try to plot like a structure here. I mean, does it look like a wedge in the short term? Let's just try this. 1, 2, 3. That easy. So you're just bouncing, hitting this heart line. Really trying. I mean, sold off, you're rallying, you're making a lower high, so you might sell off more. I mean, there's a demand line, it seems, at 955, so you could always come back down here before running again. Hit it for the 4th time now. So again, you could expect maybe a reversal to the downside after hitting between 1272 and 1746, right? So I'm saying is like, at those levels, you'd be looking for major divergence or sell off. Like that. SSW. Other G says these videos are your new kind of Netflix and chill. Keep it up, Mitch. Thanks, dudes. Appreciate it. I don't know about Netflix levels, but thank you. Would have a chance on Apple at 250. Getting closer and closer and closer, friend. But today, I don't know, kind of like a evening star, shooting star connect. Divergence starting to look more clear. On the daily, we might get another sell-off before running again. All right, like high here, higher high. You're holding the positive memo, but maybe the divergence is developing. I don't care like what it does here. Look what you did. All-time highs. This is Apple, by the way. You broke it. You back tested. Now you're running again. And those major highs from the high point to low point. Looking for at least 257, maybe 250. Psychological round number. But remember, this is. You'd think it's more reasonable 1272, but the PCZ on the bearish butterflies or bullish butterflies for that matter are insane. That's why we'd be looking for bearish divergence up here. It would help us be able to gauge. What's up, Hewitt? Roll top, man. What's up, Imran Ally? What if we break 6,800? Then you're going to 5,800 to 6,000. That's the next support after 68. What's Anthony 1? Thanks for the sub, dude. Hey, if you're enjoying the live stream, please hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Y'all are amazing. Been live for 1 hour and 38 minutes, man. It's been a good stream so far. 145 likes. Those are rookie numbers, chat. We can get 200. I believe in you. We can make it happen if we try. Really. That stuff's good for engagement, good for people seeing my stream or static video after it becomes that. Likes in the chat. Hewitt, of course you're late again, man. Crazy, man. Sober and crazy. Still 352 views on my static video on the video game stocks. Wow. And still lost subs. I'm still down subs from when I published that video today. So that was like, I'm being told by analytics, never ever do video game video again. Like, never do it, because you'll lose subs and you'll get no views and you'll waste your time. Jeez. Guess we got less than 20 minutes till your daily close. I'll try to stick around for it, I guess. Why not? Again, man, the meat of the show is kind of behind us now, right? Yeah, just a red candle, man. Looks like the ease of movement has come back. But maybe it's just exchanges offloading the position at a break-even price before we run again or something. Or don't. Yeah, well, Sergio, hopefully if you didn't know, that happens. That's part and parcel of earnings. Thanks, Hewitt. What's up, Crypto Guppy, man? Just give me a sec, man. We've been going non-stop. God, sorry. Would I recommend not trading during earnings seasons, Connor? That is recommended. That is highly recommended. But then again, it's like, maybe not when you're showing 10 coinciding variables on the weekly and daily combined. I don't know. But yeah, if it's like, nah, yeah, it's probably best to wait. Let it play out. Let the dust settle. Thomas Bing says it's his birthday and I helped change your life in Zimbabwe. Dang, Thomas Bing. Hey, congratulations, dudes. We get some birthday hype for Thomas Bing. Somebody, everyone in chat. Oh my god, dude. Sorry. Let me find it. There it is. No, that's not it. Here it is. All right. Happy birthday to Timeless Beings. We'll do some Jesus chimes. Happy birthday to you. Sounds good. From Zimbabwe, man. We did it, man. Thanks for watching. All right, Sergio. Well, guess what happened, dude? Remember? CEO stepping down. Unbelievable. So we're just leaving that up for a few more seconds. Who cares? 13 minutes, silly daily close. I'm just running the clock out now. Nah, Maurice, but I've got the tickers in there and everything. There's no other way. Like, what else am I gonna do? Trading the stock market. I've got stock market technical analysis. I mean, I've got like all the right words, keywords for it. It's just, it's even my own audience, my own like current subs don't care about it, and that's the real thing. I mean, so most of my subs are like, oh, ATVI, Take-Two, EA, video game trading. Nah, meh. They won't watch it. So it's like, okay, noted. All right, happy birthday again, Thomas. Okay, back to just autumn. S&P futures are doing nothing right now. Big ol' nothing burger. 2,991, back below 3,000, man. Psychological number. Will be the best case scenario on the RSI with divergence to show up and big on. Johnny Bull XRP have done it to ad nauseum. I even did it in this stream. I already did it in the stream, man. This is it, where we sell off again one more time. Probably gonna be lower now. Probably gonna be like down here. We hit the bottom trend line. We hit the 618 fib retrace, the golden retrace. And while we're doing that, we do this hypothetical. These are just going on a little bit longer.
Happy birthday, Thomas. All the way in Zimbabwe, wow. Mitch, you are worldwide. Your thoughts and lessons are global, my friend. Kings.
Thanks, Claudia. Thanks for the $4.47 of what? Ethereum Classic, your signature contribution. The crypto contribution, dude. Thank you, dudes. Really appreciate it. Now you're cool. Johnny Bull still got you, man, don't I? That means I like you, dude. No FOMO. Is there any reason why there's no volume in the crypto space right now? I mean, you're like coming off of VC money, venture capitalist money that it started with, and no more money has been put back in like that. It was a VC boom way back, and now it's just, you start mentioning crypto projects to venture capitalists, you get just run out of the room, dude. So when there once was volume, you built a market that I guess there was liquidity in the market, and now there's not because of that, I think. Yeah, so I think that many assets that are S coins will continue to wane in their value until zero, or just it gets so low that literally anyone, like your grandma, can go in and move the meter of the price. These 400 viewers are the real followers. Yeah, hype in the chat. What's up, Sir Edwards? Yeah, Sergio, that's true, but there may be, you know, I remember I'm a streamer, so it's like, I'll do it. I'm going to scan them anyway, whether it's on stream or not, but it's like, what, as a streamer or content creator, how do I get subs? It's like, I not with stocks. Probably, is this bad? This is a vague panoply or not? So yeah, I think it's kind of, I wouldn't say bad, it's, you know, bad is very subjective. It seems more bearish that you're making a lower high than your previous high and you're selling off again. So, Gianmarco, thanks for the follow on Twitter and Instagram. Thanks, dude. Venture capitalists, lost your gun. People that have so much money from tech, Silicon Valley, they don't know what to do with it. They want to be on the ground floor of something that will leave them an incredible legacy. That's what it is. And a lot of VCs thought that crypto during the ICO boom was the way, your ticket there. And now it's like, boom's gone, man. Grandma Connect, Dolov, exactly. All right, we got 7 minutes, 42 seconds, just, you know, running the clock out. Interesting. But at the same time, not. For Phil Centura, 1 minute and 50, or sorry, 1 hour and 50 minutes into the stream. Got timestamp that. It's like, can you look at the ATM company, the A2 Milk Company, Australian Stock Exchange? Yes, I understand there was divergence that developed, a lower low, but much lower levels of negative Momo and higher levels of strength. But look what happened. This is it. I think there is a great value area on the ATM company, the milk company, at 989, the 78% retrace. And near the 1618, we can also spot a...
I only give away fiat, and I don't mess with alts anymore.
Bruh.
Sir Edwards, Tricone, thanks so much for the threes, the noise contribution, dude. Kangs, Tron Connect, and John. Thank you. So 1618 fib extension. Look at the confluence, mother of frickin' God on this one. It's uncanny, man. Wow. Buy zone, anyone here? Fan-frickin-tastic. Wow. Okay, man, that's it. Overall bullish trend. and a bullish harmonic developing in the bullish trend. And this is it, dude. This is it. And down here we'll be looking for divergence and all that stuff, right? Okay. Set up your alerts on the A2 Milk Company. Okay, my alert's set up.
Bruh.
It's not bad. Just reading stuff. Just reading chat, man. True, Maurice. But we need those people, because if we don't have peasants and scrubs on the planet, how can we be kangs? You must, in order to be a kang, you must have peasants. There must be peasants. And the peasants are the ones who don't watch this stream. Okay. The peasants are the moon boys. They think TA's fake, or they don't even understand it and don't care to understand it. They don't care about investing in themselves. They just want to be told something by someone. And here, we teach you how to fish. We give you the fishing pole versus the scrubby, fake, stupid fish. Okay. Dang, dude. Not bad. Not bad at all. On A2M. Yeah, so old MoneyGram really. MoneyGram's been that downtrend for a long time, man. You broke out, gapped up on the XRP news, and then you sold off to backtest. You never saw it again. Rallied up, hit a little bit above a 23% retrace before selling off and hitting what? The bottom of the range. Which, as soon as we hit the bottom of the range, we broke to the upside. But when we broke to the upside, now today, 8%. Over 8% we're down. With a bearish engulfing candle to boot. So, a very, very nasty bearish convergence. Where you made a slightly higher, or slightly, a much lower high with almost inexistent positive momentum, inexistent relative strength. So, I don't know, man. You normally want to eventually break to the upsides. So I think falling below 339 is devastating. It would be terrible for MGI. That's your breaking point, dude. Nothing below that. 340, 341. Bears are dead. Well, good thing I don't watch other YouTubers, dude. Not really. I mean, not really in crypto or for trading, that for that matter. So Edwards, we teach you how to bake the fish once you catch it. Because I think fishing's like being able to do technical analysis, and then being able to trade is taking the fish after gutting it, cutting it, filleting it, and then putting it in the oven or on the grill, whatever. And you gotta have all the ingredients to bake the fish that you catch or something. Trying to mesh the analogies together. Oh, you don't know that, man. You don't know that at all. I mean, you're talking about an asset that is extremely bearish. Bearish, bearish, bearish. That's all it does. All it does is sell off and make lower highs. But yeah, I think that the common retrace levels for MoneyGram between 774 and 1161, though you may never get there. You've hit the shallowest retrace, and you've sold off pretty violently since then. Okay. All right, we got 20 seconds left, chat, to your daily close. Let's go Bitcoin. Daily closing week. Yes, a weekly. Sorry, not weekly, a daily close. I was looking at some of those. There it is. We've done it.
Bruh.
New day. Above 8,000 for now. Yeah, Clem doing well. Hope you are too. Sell off and lower high sounds like a good Ripple investment. Never seen a horse fish before. Yeah, they don't have the thumbs, dude. What is it, chat? What kind of thumbs do they have? Okay, man. That's all I was here for. $8,000. $8,004. Are we going to get any kind of price action? Oh my God. You saw it for a brief moment. One of the best numbers. Okay. I mean, we can go to the 4 hour if you want. You just got to be happy about the short-term trade. And now, up here, we just up-thrusted. We could never... Too strong. Too freaking powerful. Too strong. Too strong. Can't tell me these equidistant channels aren't ungodly, man. They're so good. If you got it right, it's perfect. Never even touched the 200 moving average. Last time we even saw the 200 moving average since we touched it was September 20th. It's been over a month now since we've seen this 4 hour 200 moving average. Wow. Gross. Freaking gross. Will ever come to the Netherlands? Probably, yeah. Disposable? It's not disposable. I think that's what I said. Opposable. Is it opposable thumbs? Yeah, I think so. Vivian Flowers. Thanks for the follow on Instagram. Flowers, isn't that in Game of Thrones? That is the bastard's last name in Highgarden territory. Anyone want to back me up on that? Confirm. Thanks. There's rivers. There's flowers. There's stone. There's snow. I don't know if there's any more. Yeah, that's it, I think. Maybe 4. Maybe there's another one. Still close below the line. Remember, it's like this. This is a really vanilla way of looking at it right now until things change. Big impulse down on high volume, and now what's happening? What is happening on the slightly upsloping consolidation? It's starting to look like this now. Right? If anything, you can just say whatever, you know, from the consolidation then to now, much lower levels, right? So somewhat receding volume on slightly higher lows means to me, again, it's just bearish. It's bearish stuff. Sand, not stone. So there is stone though, right? There is another one, Zoro? Sand, I bet. Opposable thumbs because they are the opposite of other fingers connect. Okay, got you, dude. Storm. Ah, Storm is the bastard name for Baratheons. The Stormlands, right? I think it's literally called that. So SoftBank now takes control of WeWork. I think that's like done now. John Donahoe is going to replace Mark Parker as CEO in 2020 at 9K. Just do it. It had the swoosh harmonic, of course, we know about that, right? There is stone too, see, I wasn't wrong. Why is no one literally giving all of them? Okay. Blackfire for the Targaryens. Interesting. Dirty Boys for Dothraki. Yeah, dude, of course. How could I have ever forgotten? It's the standard equals vague pronouns. And me being triggered. Alright. So what is it? We've been live. Oh, hey, man, made it.
Bruh.
Over 2 hours been live. So thanks for the 435 still here. Please hit that like button, that bell, that sub if you're enjoying the broadcast. The Dirt Boys. Sounds like a scrubby garage band name. Sand, storm, snow, flowers, rivers, stone. And one more for each of the 7 kingdoms. So which one are we missing? It's got to be the Iron Islands, right, or something. Whichever one that is. What's a solid candle with no wick called on the daily? Well, if there's no wick on either side and it closes, then you have a Mara Bazoo. Whichever way to bullish or bearish Mara Bazoo. Oh, it's pike. Okay. What? So there's hill, pike, flowers, blackfire, storm, sand, snow, stone, rivers, waters. Awesome. Thank you, Odin Man. I was gonna, lose my mind over that. Iron Islands is kill. Can't believe you've done this to me, man. Oh my god, thanks for the 200 freaking likes, chat. Fireworks for that. Because why not, dude? Yeah, the shower, dude. So just nothing really going on post new daily candle being painted. Again, the daily candle being painted right here was just a decently sized red candle nearing the bottom of the flag again. I guess after this wick, maybe we can readjust. And if we readjust, then we're going to get maybe 2 on the top. There you go. So it's a small adjustment. My music's over again. You kidding? I guess it kind of is. Awesome. Thread the ring in the fire. Been there, done that. 3,000 years ago. Okay, so that was it, man. That was why I wanted to be here for you, just to see the daily close with you. Not much price action. Maybe it comes a little later. But as we know, Asia's awake now. It's early in the morning there. And some follow-through price action could occur from this sell-off we got just the previous 4 hours. It was really towards the end of the day that we got most of the selling, which is not good. I mean, that's weak. You closed into weakness, which you don't really want to see if you're bullish ever. Gotta love the equidistant channel in all its glory. It's beautiful. Oh, Brookliners are the cake peoples? What? Alright, man. Well, here's your downtrend. This is what we know. Just correcting after a great 6-month long bull run. So thanks so much for the likes, the love, the support, the contributions today. And yeah, grateful to have each and every one of you here, part of this community. Join the Discord if you haven't. We've got nearly 5,000 members there. Extremely active community. You want to be a part of it if you want to get in contact with me or anyone else in this live chat. Because when the stream ends, that's where we all go. Join the Discord. Link is in the description below, as well as we post it in the chat all the time. So I'll be back sometime. Don't know, man. Hasn't even been warranted to be going live at night anymore. Okay, so just with, it's like the more I put in, nothing changes. Okay, so I don't know when I'll be back. Until then, respect the TA.
some evidence Vanberg Ping could be in this area.
Price gonna dip.
I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Adios, turd nuggets.